guys, how you doing today? Today we're gonna end up hitting pull day. We're gonna spend a lot of the time, eating and drinking enough water so we can come on the scale as heavy as we can. We are starting to cut, and so we're actually just cutting out a singular meal. We're gonna eat some bigger meals instead, and eat meals closer to the actual time of the lift, so we're have enough energy to lift. Made the mistake the other day, so I guess catch y'all in the gym. So today we started off eating a little bit of oatmeal, had some pasta for lunch, a little core power, and then the little dinner before we went to the gym. The lift went pretty well. We're able to lift decently heavy. We had a pretty big jump in weights for the pull-ups. I think eating that amount of food split out through the day really definitely helped for this workout. We actually jumped from 12.5 pounds for weighted pull-ups up to 20, which is pretty good. This is my last set, so I'm a bit fatigued. But I ended up getting 12 the first time, 10 the next time, and then that one was 8.5, arguably. On these, I took y'all's suggestion about really focusing on the stretch. This machine also definitely does help when it comes to it. When I was doing my dumbbell curls, however, I actually didn't do as well as I normally do. We were curling the 50s, and the last pull day I actually got 11 reps, but this time I only got 8. It's probably because the pull-ups probably fatigued my biceps a little bit more than the previous one, just because it was a bit heavier. But these were absolutely incredible in terms of not just pump, but also just overall feel. Was really able to push these super hard, getting a very deep stretch, being able to, kind of pause down at the bottom for a little bit, which was very nice. Super, super difficult reps. But I guess I'll catch y'all in the post-workout check-in. All right, y'all. I'll tell you what. Today's workout was kind of mid, to be honest. I'm not feeling too full. Got all of that. Yeah, obviously our shape's here. We just started the cut. Mostly just because I need to reset my metabolism. I've been eating the same meal. At least up until Judah came here, I've been eating the same meal for a long time. And I just stopped gaining weight. Which just means that my body's metabolism, my basal metabolic rate, grows in order to account for how much food that I've been eating. It just means it's just time for just a little cut in order to just kind of reset that back to a lower standard. Because once I start eating 500 calories less, my body will adjust to that rate, and then I can start bulking back up, and it'll be effective without me having to shovel down as much food as I have been. So that's kind of the main reason why I decided to start the cut early. We are 10 pounds shy right now of 200 pounds. It's quite all right, to be honest. We have been on the bulk for about 8-9 months, so almost due for a cut no matter what. We're still on the road to 200. We just need to take, a temporary short break, which will at least look cool, if anything. I am hiding quite a bit of muscle underneath all of this fat. Might not seem like it too much on camera, but started to actually put on some chubs, which is a great thing, But it also just means that we have a lot showing underneath here. So once I start cutting down, I start looking a little bit more freaky, if anything. So I'm a little bit excited for that. And also very excited, start the bulk back up, even though it's only the first day of the cut. I have noticed that I am significantly more hungry than I have been in the past, because normally I just been eating enough to be able to be full. So yeah, now I'm cutting out 500 calories or so. I'm feeling it, which wasn't expecting to feel this early on, but my body will catch up and I'll get used to it. It's gonna be, I think, a little bit more difficult of a cut than I thought it would be, which is a bit unfortunate. Whew. Yeah, We ended up doing our reps, and we did go up in weight on the pull-ups. We're up to 12.5 pounds instead of 10. Finding it a little bit difficult to progressively overload. Maybe that's because we didn't eat quite as much today, and just have less energy to use as fuel or something. But yeah, lift didn't feel too good. But like I said, I will get used to this. It's temporary until we start getting back up. I've noticed that when I'm up on the bulk, I definitely have more energy. Although I do have a lot of energy once I'm actually cut. But yeah, I don't know. Wasn't quite ready for this drastic change in energy level from the beginning of the bulk to the cut, but it is just that. It's just a drastic change and something that I will definitely be getting used to. Yeah, I think one of the big things that I need to be able to really kind of get right with all of this is that drinking water is going to be such a big thing. Just because, we're covering everything else, but also just, I think mentally, drinking water is going to help a lot because I will be losing size. I am holding quite a bit of fat. So the first 5 pounds I will look, around 5 pounds bigger, but after that I will start to look a bit smaller, although definitely a lot more shredded. I don't know if most of y'all know, I used to be a power lifter, and I used to, practice in that 147 range. So I used to be super shredded. And from there I kind of upped my weight over to the 162 range once I, got into college. And now I've decided I'm going to bump up to the 192 or 187 range. And if I really want to, I could really push it up to the 205 category. Although, no promises if I'm going to stay up there. I don't quite know how 205 is going to fully look on this frame. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's going to be good that I'm going to be keeping, checking in with y'all throughout these videos, because like this cut will be a little bit more difficult than any of the other cuts that I've had before. So appreciate y'all's, and I guess I'll catch y'all's in the next one.